Good evening, everyone. How are you all tonight? Welcome to the Scottish Quilter. I'm Wendy. Hi. This is day 8 of Advent. This week we're talking about peace and all the different subjects that come under the heading of peace. So today, everything I'm just touching on as the week goes by, I'm not going into anything in too much depth. But I was thinking this morning, and I was talking to Megan and talking to Lexi, and we were talking about inner peace. And when you have inner peace, when you need inner peace, how do you achieve inner peace? And one thing we were thinking about is you need to have a calm and clear and steady mind. You can't have a mind that is racing and buzzing and thinking about things and worrying about things. You have to have a calm mind. And in order to do that, how do you get a calm mind? Well, the one thing that I know about is concentrating on breathing and how you relax your breathing. You breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. You calm it down. And you try not to think about the things that are buzzing round about your mind. And how do you do that? What happens in the nights that you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you think, do I have enough Christmas ribbon? How cold are the animals that live outside? How many beans are in a beanbag? Do you know, the random things that go through your mind, and how do you get rid of those things that go through your mind and somehow or another achieve inner calm and inner peace? Sometimes you get overloaded by other people's needs, by the needs and wishes and wants of other people, and get bombarded by them. And in cases like that, you have to set yourself boundaries. So, for example, if somebody needs you and they speak to you Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 is fine. And they sometimes speak to you in the evening, and they sometimes speak to you at the weekend. But then you start getting messages at 2 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the morning because they need you. When do you get time for you? When do you need you? So you have to set yourself some boundaries, and you have to set others some boundaries so that you can have peace within yourself. Does that all make sense? Does anyone have anything they want to reflect on, talk about, suggest? What else can we talk about this week about peace? I know what I'm going to talk about on Saturday, but what am I going to talk about Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? I've got a kind of idea for tomorrow, but I'm just going to take it as it comes and see how it goes. So more quilting related. Remember a few weeks ago I was doing the blocks for the Tilda Christmas quilt with the Tilda material, this year's Christmas material. Well, I made a mistake in a block, and I thought to myself, what do I do with that? Well, Leslie said to me, I would fix it. I couldn't live with that. And I think I can live with that, and it's an imperfection because nothing's perfect. And it's a reminder that it's okay to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, and it's okay. So I want to show you what I've been doing. I also want to show you about how I am slowly learning about hand quilting and hand sewing. So this is my little block. Can everybody see the mistake? I'm sure you can. And my intention is to make this into just like a little picture and hang it in my craft room wall. Here's the backing that I've put on. I've deliberately left the selvage on at the moment. I've just cut a square out. And I found some foamy wadding for the inside. I think I've had this for years. I don't actually remember what it's called. But anyway, I thought that would do because it would keep it stiff and firm for hanging up. And I've also got a wee strip of material left in the scraps box of this material. And I thought if I got all this pressed together and sewn down and then make a little hanging hook with it. And I can just hang it on there when I get it all sorted, and it will hang up on my wall, just as a wee reminder. This is all new. I found some Aurifil thread. Oh, here's the thing. So I found two. They're both very, very similar colours. That's my clover thimble, leather thimble. So can you see how close in colour these two are? How do you know which colour of thread would best match your project? So you don't go like that, which is what I did the very first time I was looking at thread and what to use, because nobody said you do it differently. And then someone came along one day and said, actually, what you do is roll it out and put it against your fabric and test it against the light background, and you test them against the dark background, and you work out which one looks the best. And although they're both beautiful, I quite liked the goldy coloured one because it matches the grunge vanilla background that I've got on this wee square. And I've got the clover thimble. Remember, I bought 3 different thimbles to try them out. I think it's actually a bit big. I should maybe have bought the bigger one, but I do have fat fingers. So I've also got a big needle because I thought I could get 2 or 3 stitches on the needle at once, but the wadding is quite thick and it's quite hard to push it through and pull it through. And of course I've got party nails on this month, haven't I? Because, well, we had a bit of a eventful few weeks where I was out and in and out and in and away. Anyway, these are getting changed next week, but although they're pretty, they're not exactly easy for using and working with, are they? Anyway, still need to get more party nails on because Christmas is coming. What about doing something like this? Would this give you inner peace? So my stitches are not brilliant. That's not giving me inner peace, having stitches that are not great. Let me just try this a bit at a time, see if I can make it more accurate. So if I was to maybe take my time and try and make the stitches the same. I'm not going to be able to do it like the experts am when putting it through and doing 2 or 3 stitches until I can get them more accurate. And I'm just, to be honest, kind of winging this because I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but between this and the Cantha, or will I call it my kinda Cantha quilt, I'm slowly learning because every day is a school day. And I'm just learning a wee bit at a time. Okay, this was just a wee short one tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to see my mum. It's Tuesday. See about getting some Christmas decorations up for her in the nursing home. Then I'm meeting Susie and we are going to do some Christmas shopping because it's the only time we can get together between her busy life and my busy life. So I'm going to meet her, probably won't see her again till after Christmas. That'll be nice, but we do have to drive up to Glasgow and there are weather warnings for tomorrow. So one shall see what the wind is like. It will certainly be wild here, but we'll see what it's like tomorrow about our day out. Right, let me show you briefly what I've done. And then I'll head off. And everybody who goes to bed tonight or who's sitting quietly today, think about inner peace. Think about what gives you peace. What gives you peace in the day? What gives you peace at night? and I'll catch you all again tomorrow. Meanwhile, have a wee look. Can you see? And all you experts out there, any constructive criticism, please feel free. Drop me a note. Okay, everybody. Catch you all tomorrow. Love you, bye.